Okay, this is the last video we're going to put on of the Nissan Elgrand campervan number 3 highway style build. There will be one more final video when it's fully completed, and we'll do a full walk round of everything that I've done. But for this one, just want to explain what's left to do and basically what we've done so far since the last video. Left to do is obviously a complete full valet, get rid of all the sawdust and everything in detail and get all the rest of it. Also, I'm waiting for some edging to come, which I'll just walk around the back and explain. You see the edging on the bottom of the top box there. We need a bit more edging for around there and around the other side, which I've run out of, and we're waiting for that to arrive. Now, all the electrics have been done apart from tidying up, a little bit of tidying up and everything like that on the 12 volt. The 240 electrics have been put in the hook up, but we need to put the consumer unit in there and another 240 volt socket, which will go for the hob and the fridge, which I'll explain shortly. But unfortunately the one they sent me was faulty, so I'm waiting for another one to arrive, which I won't get till about Wednesday. So that's that. Right, since the last video that we put on, we've fitted all the top locker boxes. Like I said, I've got some edging to put on the bottom just to tidy it up. There's a 240 volt socket there, camper socket, that will be for anything that you want once we've wired it up, but waiting for the consumer unit. At the top there we've got the full control panel, 5 switches, got twin USB, we've got voltmeter and 12 volt, and then they're not labelled yet, but then the 5 switches, you've got the water tap, the fridge, the rear LED lights in the tailgate roof, and the LED lights in the roof of the van at the side, and then the next one is a spare. There's also another socket been put in the back there, which is a 2 double USB, a voltmeter again, and a 12 volt socket just there, which is all like isolated and turned on and off from there. As I explained, we've got the leisure batteries been fitted in place now, secured down to the floor. Bit of a mess in there with sawdust and everything, and we've got some tidying up to do with the cables and put everything in sheaths and put it all back in, which we're going to do. Right, just to explain, obviously I mentioned before, we fitted the table at the back as well. So you've got a table at the back as well as a table in the front. Now, I've gone for a different setup on the back. Normally most camper vans, they go with a stainless steel sink with like a lift up black glass lid, which is fine, but you can either cook from inside or outside, because if you fit it with a lid fits that way, you can cook from outside, or turn it around, you can cook from inside only. So I've gone for something different. I fitted a black glass 2-burner hob in the back there, which you can now cook from inside the camper or outside in the area where the table is and the lights, and a separate black sink. Wanted to try and get a black tap, but couldn't find anybody that would supply a 12 volt black tap, but I think it still looks nice with a chrome one. So you've got the push down tap and everything like that in the sink, so you now can basically cook from inside the van with all your table area, or outside the van if you're having a bit of a party. You've got the lights in the tailgate roof and everything. You've got your little storage in there, put your beers in or whatever you want. And there we go. So the next video I'll put on will be the completed unit, but like I said, oh, there's a solar panel to fit on the roof as well. I've got to wire all that up into the electrics, so it should be done by about, well, it's only a couple of days work left, to be honest with you, but I'm waiting for stuff like the consumer unit arriving and some other stuff, so it'll probably be about like Wednesday, Thursday next week. Thank you very much. I hope this helps.